Welcome back, Soul Speech family. I'm Soulman. Today we are going to learn how to express would you like to in Hangul. While would you like to is a simple, polite expression in English, Korean has a wider variety of expressions to show different levels of politeness and friendliness. Knowing this rich set of nuances is one important way to master Hangul. Let's begin. We already know two verbs, 가다 to go and 마시다 to drink from season 1 episode 10. When you combine 실래요 with these verbs, it becomes polite and honorific expression of saying would you like to do something? So if you take 가 from the root word 가다 and attach 실래요, then it becomes 가실래요, which means would you like to go? If you take 마시 from the root word 마시다 and attach 실래요, it becomes 마실래요. Here she is overlapping, which means would you like to drink? Would you like to drink? 마실래요? Let's practice a few times. 가다, 가실래요? 마시다, 마실래요? In most cases, when you see 요 at the end of a sentence, whether it is a question or suggestion, it becomes a polite or honorific expression, which is very common pattern in Korean. Let's make this a bit more complete. How do you say, would you like to go now? The noun 지금 means now in Hangul. But 지금 acts like an adverb when it is placed right before a verb, so go now becomes 지금 가다 in Hangul. Therefore, the entire sentence becomes 지금 가실래요? Would you like to go now? 지금 가실래요? Next, how to say would you like to drink coffee? We learned that we have to use either 을 or 를 to make a noun as an object or target word. So drink coffee becomes 커피를 마시다 in Hangul. So the full sentence becomes 커피를 마실래요? Would you like to drink coffee? 커피를 마실래요? However, in typical conversations, people omit 을 or 를 in many cases. So more casual and real life conversation becomes 커피 마실래요? Would you like to drink coffee without 를? 커피 마실래요? How to say would you like to drink beer? We already learned that in season 1, beer is 맥주. So the sentence becomes 맥주 마실래요? Let's assume somebody's asking you if you like to drink coffee or beer. Would you like to drink coffee or beer? In Korean, or is 혹은. But this is omitted in most of spoken sentences. So instead of saying 커피 혹은 맥주 마실래요? It is far more natural to say 커피 마실래요? 맥주 마실래요? Listen to the intonation. It is not 커피 마실래요? 맥주 마실래요? Which sounds like two sentences. You need to say 커피 마실래요? 맥주 마실래요? 커피 마실래요? 맥주 마실래요? Let's try some other examples. 운동하다 is a root of verb to exercise. 공부하다 is a root word of verb to study. As you can see, these verbs end with 하다, which represent to do something. 운동 is a noun itself for exercise. 공부 is also a noun for study. If you attach 하다, those nouns become verbs. This is very important to know since there are so many words like this in Korean. So how to say would you like to exercise? Should I say 운동실래요 or 운동하실래요? Because the root word has 하다 at the end, you need to use 하실래요 instead of 실래요. So 운동하실래요 is the correct way. How do you say would you like to exercise together? Together is 함께 in Korean, so it becomes 함께 운동하실래요? How to say would you like to study? 공부하다 becomes 공부하실래요? Then how to say would you like to study together? You need to say 함께 공부하실래요? 함께 공부하실래요? Okay, now let's make it less formal but more friendly. This level can be used between your co-workers or to somebody you know and in a similar rank or age group, but not yet as friend level, but still want to be very friendly. Instead of saying 하실래요 or 실래요, we can use a simple 레요. So instead of 가실래요, you can say 갈래요, 갈래요. It is more like saying will you go with a gentle politeness. Would you like to sleep or will you sleep becomes 잘래요, 잘래요. When you want to add now, it becomes 지금 잘래요, 지금 잘래요. 지금 means now, so 지금 잘래요. Will you sleep now? Okay, let's summarize. 할래요, 하실래요, 실래요 are all polite and honorific expressions. Among them, 하실래요 is most polite. 을래요 or 리을래요 is still polite but more friendly. So when you want to propose a girl, how to say? To marry is 결혼하다 in 한글, 결혼하다. With me is 나와 or 나랑, 나와 or 나랑. 랑 or 와 has a meaning of with. So 나랑 or 나와 means with me or you and I together. Then will you marry me or would you like to marry me becomes 나랑 결혼할래요 or 나와 결혼할래요. Would you like to marry me? Or will you marry me? 나랑 결혼할래요? When you want to use it in a more casual form, then you do not use yo at the end. No yo at the end generally is a casual form. So instead of 할래요, you just say 할래 or 릴래. For example, will you go? 갈래? Will you eat? 먹을래? Will you marry? 결혼할래? Will you exercise? 운동할래? Easy. When you are in doubt, use yo at the end, then you become a polite person all the time. Except don't use it between friends. So would you like to study becomes 공부할래? Would you like to drink coffee becomes 커피 마실래? Which are very natural expressions between friends or between siblings. Here is a slight variation from will you or would you like to do. How do you say shall we do something? Shall we do? For that case, we say 할까 or 릴까. So would you like to do exercise was 운동할래요 or 운동하실래요? Now, if you want to do say as a suggestion, shall we do exercise becomes 운동할까 or we can be added. So 우리 운동할까 or just 운동할까. And shall we go to sleep becomes 우리 잘까 or 잘까, which can be used between friends or family members. If you want to say politely, then you should add 요 at the end. So shall we do exercise becomes 우리 운동할까요? 우리 운동할까요? As you can see, 요 at the end is a magic character to make the sentence polite. So if you are in doubt, use 요 at the end all the time. Then you will have no trouble. Okay, last quiz of today. How do you say, would you like to study Korean language? Hangul or 한국말 is a Korean language. Hangul is more like a written language, but 한국말 is a spoken or verbal language. So study Korean language in a root form becomes 한국말 공부하다. 한국말 공부하다. Now, what do you need to use? 을래요, 할래요, 할래. If you want to say politely, then you should use the one ending with 요. So 을래요 or 할래요. Then which one to pick? Because 공부하다 ends with 하다, you should use 할래요. Therefore, the final sentence becomes 한국말 공부할래요? If you want to say together, 함께, then the complete sentence would be 함께 한국말 공부할래요? 함께 한국말 공부할래요? Of course, why not?